So Tank Davis came off of a knockout victory in the 11th round against Mario Barrios, who is at the 140-pound weight class, and this is Tank's first journey into this division. Leonard Ellaby, again, as I stated in another video, said that Tank won't be campaigning at 140, at least right now, I guess. But eventually, Tank Davis will have to move up to 140 permanently or semi-permanently before maybe trying at 147. Who knows? But assuming that Tank ends up back at 140 campaigning to fight a real champ, who beats Tank Davis at 140 pounds? There is not much people up there at 140 for Tank or can even be a threat to him, in my opinion. I think there's 3 credible threats to Tank Davis at 140. One of those people being Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor, and my boy Gary Antoine Russell. I know a lot of people say Gary Antoine Russell, hell no. I'm going to say it again. I'm sticking to that. Gary Antoine Russell. I think he's a problem. And his power, we would have to, he seems to have good punching power. Much snappy, very snappy. I would say his speed, he has decent speed. Tank's much faster, though. Tank's faster. The power between him and Tank, a little to be desired. Who knows? Most people gonna say Tank has the power advantage. Gary Antoine has the reach and the slight height advantage over Tank. He moves around a little bit more better than Tank as far as like his footwork. I think Tank head movement and everything is better than Gary Antoine's though. It's gonna come down to again, how's Gary Antoine's chin? We ain't really seen him tested to the chin. Tank Davis, if you want to go by the narrative that Mario Barrios is a powerful puncher, Tank Davis's chin was tested that night and passed the sniff test. But we really don't know if Mario Barrios is just hype, is his power just hyped up. If Tank was to get hit by like a Regis Prograis or like a Josh Taylor's power, I would say is mid tier. Or somebody like definitely like a Regis Prograis. How does he take Regis Prograis' power? But Gary Antoine Russell is a good scrap for him. He can probably end up outboxing Tank. Tank Davis is not like a volume puncher. A lot of these fighters, Gary Antoine throws much more punches than Tank. And it's going down to his defense. He got to work on his defense to really beat Tank, man. But I still think he has a chance to do it if he works on some things as well. Then we got Regis Prograis. They've been going at it on social media lately, man. Back and forth between him and Tank. Regis recently came out and stated after the Tank win against Barrios, he wanted Tank to keep his name out of his mouth. He said he'll smash him and he'll knock him out. Those are fighting words to me. But we know Leonard Ellaby, the protector, probably won't allow Tank to even respond or even, get into that kind of verbal spat with Regis Prograis, because that could be a way for Regis to goad him into a fight. But we know ultimately it's not Tank's decision. I care what nobody said. I told people that. Leonard Ellaby came out and said Tank Davis was the one that picked Mario Barrios. That's bullshit. But anyway, Regis Prograis, powerful puncher, good head movement. Footwork, probably a little bit better than, a little bit more flat-footed. I think Tank probably have a little bit more better footwork than Regis. Regis is kind of flat-footed, man, somewhat. But I like his defensive style. He's one of those fighters I'm talking about. Like he moves his head with finesse and dips in and out. I like powerful punchers that can do that as well, kind of like Boots. Same thing. But I see Regis Prograis probably giving Tank some issues. But that will be a bang out. That will be a real bang out. Both of them is inside, got okay inside game. That would be interesting to watch their inside fight, and that would be real interesting to see. That would be interesting, like to see Tank and Regis just stand in the pocket, just banging each other at the stomach and the ribs. That shit is should be just a fucking sight to see, dude. But the next person is Josh Taylor. I say Josh Taylor has gives Tanks issues likely, mainly because his movement and his countering or his punches, his output. He's a real sneaky. He's a great fighter, man. It's hard to explain Josh Taylor, man. He's an excellent fighter. He's a dog. He has a lot of dog and grit in him. A lot of people from across the pond don't have that in them, but Josh Taylor is one of the select few that does. So out of those three, in the order of who was the biggest threat to Tank, I would have to say more than likely, man, Josh Taylor would probably be Josh Taylor. Then Regis Prograis, then maybe Gary Antoine Russell. But that's it. Tank runs through probably everybody else at 140. So I'm not sure what Leonard Ellerbe and them are doing, man. Why they trying to coddle him and keep him from trying to get, gather real greatness, man. But Tank Davis is a live dog, man. You gotta let a live dog, you gotta let him eat. But that's just my take. Let me know what you think. Who is a serious threat to Tank at 140 and who can potentially beat him at 140, if anybody? Know what you think? Drop a comment, like, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all later on the next one. Peace.